My name is Terry Hanratty. I live in New Canaan, Connecticut, and I'm a proud 71-year-old person. Back in the mid to late 60s, I was quarterback for the University of Notre Dame. Then I went on from there. I played 8 years in the NFL, 7 years with Pittsburgh and 1 year with Tampa Bay. Then from there I went on to about a 30-year run with Wall Street and retired from there about a year ago. I injured my ears, and I thought it would go away. It wasn't anything to puncture or anything like that. It was a blast. And from that little bit of a blast I had was I still had ringing in my ears. Being a retired football player, we have access to an annual physical from head to toe, and they send you a form ahead of time. They said, anything else that you want us to check? And I said, hearing test. Then they did all the testing on my ears, and the doctor came into the office. He says, well, you need hearing aids. I went, no way, man. I'm only, at the time, 70 years old. I said, I'm too young for hearing aids. I don't want hearing aids. Because I had flashbacks real quick of Grandpa walking down the street with these big growths on his ears, right? And he said, let me put it to you this way. He says, there's a correlation between loss of hearing and doing nothing about it and dementia. And I think I went gray. And I said, wait a minute, let's talk about this. So he explained to me how dementia, you sort of withdraw from society. And I said, wow. Then he said, and think about it. You have a problem with a restaurant? And I said, yes, sometimes I can't hear. And he said, well, that's another thing. You withdraw from society. You don't want to go to restaurants because you can't hear anything. You don't want to have people over your house because you can't really enter into the conversation. You don't want to go to movies. So I went and I got hearing aids. And the first group I have, I didn't, they were good, but then I met with the Signia people, and they put me into their hearing aids. And I'll put it to you this way. I always use them on television because I watch a lot of sports on TV. Before any hearing aid, I watched on about a 38 to 40 range. Then when I got my first set of hearing aids, I was watching it on about a 26 level. Then I got involved with Signia, and Dr. Dottino put me into these Signia Experience hearing aids, and all of a sudden, I watched a game last night, I was watching on level 12. I hear much better now than I've ever heard.
I chose the Signia Experience hearing aids for Terry, first of all, based on my experience with their technology. It really has features in it that I thought Terry would benefit from. He's a man on the go, and that's really what these hearing aids are all about. As a hearing aid wearer, your needs will change, whether you're sitting stationary in a restaurant or you're up and moving. And the Signia Experience hearing aids really adapt to that environment.
The Signia Experience hearing aids are really a game changer because the ones I had prior to that, I heard, you could hear, but you couldn't hear everything. And I think the biggest factor is I can hear every word. And I carry on a conversation with anybody, and it's just, you're hearing everything, and it's just really wonderful, it really is. But when you put me in these things, and I answer with my phone, it goes right to my ear. In my car, it goes right to my ear. It is so if I can use it, which I have changing a light bulb is difficult for me, but I can use these hearing aids, and they are just wonderful because you don't have to do anything.
Terry is a passionate person, and I think that he's realized what he was missing, how he was starting to withdraw from social situations. So I think it's instilled a passion in him, and certainly in me, that hearing aids are much more than a device that you wear on your ear.
It's such an easy thing to go to get your hearing checked. I think we all deserve a quality of life, and it can be easily attained. It's not like something we need an operation for. It's not some pills we have to take. It's a small device that we have to put in our ears whom nobody can see anyway. And it's a quality of life not only for you, the hearing aid wearer, but it's for your wife, it's for your kids. Give them some peace of mind that maybe Dad's gonna live his full life and do it very nicely.